Welcome to our top 7. Every month, we have created a top 7 to encourage and inspire and guide light bulb moments as we do. And today, we want to help you learn how to own your stage. And we get to own our stage. Each of us get to learn daily what our stage looks like, how we're owning it on a consistent basis, and what we're going to do to be more purposeful about it. So let me start with the destination process. The top 7 is about basically working our outside in. And all of us have learned through the journey, or we're working at it, to learn how to live from the inside out. That's one of our key stages of the process of our voice. And I'll explain that as I work our way through the top 7. Obviously, destination, knowing your target, knowing where you're going, as Earl Nightingale would say, is what his definition of people with goals that will succeed. He has many ways of expressing himself and a powerful voice and a gentleman that knew his stage. Do you know what your destination is? We know that creating and guiding light bulb moments in every country has become our destination. We have 3 to 5 of them shining brightly right now, and 197 total to infuse with light bulbs. We also know where our foundation started, and something to encourage and inspire you to contemplate. This particular quote I found on my English teacher's wall in high school. To laugh often and much. I've actually been a map when I was laughing to help people find something, or to inspire and encourage, to win the respect of intelligent people, very important, and the affection of children, also extremely important, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or redeemed social condition, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Just one life. Just one life. This is to have succeeded. And the number 5 is a confirmation of that. One way is devotions or meditations or whatever process you believe in. One in particular I believe in is found in Revelation 7:9. And he says, I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne. I wholeheartedly believe that we should not be in judgment. We get to be a resource. We get to be a light, a vessel to others. And as they also said in this daily calendar that I had pulled from quite a few years ago, if we could see, I'm convinced we would be amazed at the size of the family. If the spiritual iceberg was suddenly turned upside down and exposed for all to view, the magnitude of our body, the building, if you will, would literally take our breath away. There's so many perceptions to this, and at the end of the day, when we greet people with love in our heart, when we come from a place of recognizing that we get to have a stage to stand on and we get to own it, it's very important to have confirmation of the purpose of that. This is one of mine. Also, to have peace. Number 4 is all about peace. This is one of the deers that I have learned to call peaceful, and another one is called grateful, and the other one is Bambi, the little baby in the picture. This is our front yard in our Tennessee retreat, and it is where we find inner peace in many places, the biblical gardens and the other pictures I will show you in just a minute. Yet our mental space, our joy, is a place that we get to choose, and that is also our stage. How we come from a place of being purposeful and making our joy complete is a decision, and it requires peace. It requires the opportunity to take it one step at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. This is in Zephyr Cove in Lake Tahoe, and one of my dear friends and I have made a decision to make this an annual event. Last year, literally just a few months ago, we climbed this 6 different times, and it was one step at a time. And we went all around the community because it gave us the opportunity to invest in our temple, invest in our mind, in our heart, and our soul, and just be peaceful, be in a place of listening, be in a place of standing strong. We took writing time to define and to clarify what it is we wanted to be our message on a daily basis. And part of that has been a yearly and lifetime basis for me and something I'm writing about now. We get to define our inner process to know the core of who we are. And tools that I've found in my coaching process is asking people what's on their radar. And we use a life wheel to help them define that and many other tools. Yet one particular exercise that I'm writing about is what I call the whole and the brave exercises. And it is all about diving into the depths. It always amazes people what they discover in a very simple process. Not so simple to explain in a book, by the way. Yet I've been building bridges with people and relationships, just territories, and just learning how to help people discover how to reach each other and not jump through the layers, yet learn how to respect and honor the layers. And this is really an example, is what we call a labyrinth. It could be a spiritual exercise, a meditation exercise. It is all about diving into the core, walking within and walking through the different layers to get within. And then knowing how to walk back out, knowing what to come out with, knowing how to bring somebody else in. We use this tool in this community in this beautiful Alta Sierra Biblical Gardens in an event we did last year, and had a multitude of people walking through this path at the same time. And everyone appreciated the opportunity to, and were surprised at the experience and what they discovered in the experience. Whatever tool you use to learn more about your core, what matters and why it matters, I would invite you to get very clear, to define your clarity, because that helps you own your stage. And that comes down to number 1 of 7, our value. Looking in the mirror, knowing our gifts, knowing our values. Over the years, I've discovered my number 1 commitment is to guide light bulb moments, to be a blessing to others, to help them see the different perceptions, discover where they are, where they want to be, know their destination, and know what they will commit to achieve that result, whatever that destination is. It's not mine to choose, it's theirs. It's ours. And as a community, as a world, we get to light this world with one light, one step at a time, one stage at a time. Yet, as somebody wisely said to me when they taught me to own my stage and stand on it, it is a choice. It is a decision to recognize you're enough, that everything you have, every value within you is already there. Your opportunity is to learn how to shine it brighter. And as another wise leader said recently, be careful not to get on too many stages. If you're not on one on a consistent basis, you're not standing strong. Own the stage, own the value, own the gifts. And however we can help you, whether it be through an online, completely online, at your own pace course through All About You, whether it be at our event next year where we bring wonderful people together to dive deeper into our core and all the passions that are aligned with that, whether it be through our courses through our academy, I'd love to invite you to check them out. Ask me for a 15-minute session at onelightahead.com. Let's discover your stage. Let's own it at a high level. Thank you for joining us for our top 7. We'll see you next month.